one thing I thought I pressed, I didn't. So this is like a setup of 3 phones here. And this is what we're doing. So basically what we are looking at today is connecting to the energy of what do you need in order to have your groove back? Have you been feeling that you had your groove, but then it went down? Don't know. Something really annoying had happened to you, something that you are not connected to, something that you haven't expected, and it just landed on you when you're not always sure, but what was the purpose of that? Why did it happen to me? How and why and all of that. That's a little bit extra light to my photographer fellows here. So did it ever happen to you? Can you tell me? Maybe drink driving, maybe car has been confiscated, maybe a car accident when you didn't think, feel, was aware of, maybe connection through lots of friendships or business deals that were happening, but then they didn't. How do you deal with those things? How much are you feeling tired and bashed and can't do it anymore? And I'm doing another round, or am I not? Or how is it? Or what is it? This is where we need to remember and to realize that things are not always as we expect them to be, but it's okay. It can be okay. Because when we are looking at things from a cosmic point of view, hello Charmaine, when we're looking at things from a cosmic point of view, it actually gives you the ability to look at things from a bigger perspective. And when you are looking at things from a bigger perspective, what happens? You are not being tied to your little world. You are not being tied to the energy that captures you. Now, as my intro said, you know, I went to Israel to connect. As some of you are actually joining me, we're going to have a big retreat in Uluru, which is the global solar plexus, and we're going to Hawaii in September, which is the heart chakra. And how can I go to anywhere without recharging? I live in Australia, but my heritage, I'm an indigenous Jew. I had to go back to my homeland. I had to go back to my source in order to bring my energy back, in order to connect to my essence. And this trip specifically, I went to the north, I went to the south, to the furthest south, like border with Saudi Arabia and Jordan and Egypt. And they're all there on the Red Sea. And I could see it from my hotel. Just, this is this, this is this. Yasu, Costas, Kalispera. And I was in Jerusalem, the heart of the hearts, which is where I'm aiming to take us next year. I actually was preparing, and that is the throat chakra. So if any of you start saving your money, we will go to Jerusalem. And the energy there, it's just energy from another world. Every stone has at least 3,000 years. According to the Jews, it's 5,760 something. And it's like, what are you doing? How are you connecting to your heritage, to your essence? Even if you were born here in Australia, where it came from. What is your heritage? Is it Greece? Is it Sweden? Is it Serbia? Is it Italy? Where is it coming from? Is it Russia? Is it Ukraine? Where are the energies are coming from? What is your source? I urge you to never forget your source. Doesn't matter. You know how there are kids, I know, there are kids that used to go with, like, let's say the Indian kids going with dal or with korma. They're like, no, I just want Vegemite sandwich with butter like everyone else. While the Vegemite sandwich kids would love their food or will laugh at their food. But that goes to all foods, whether it has a different smell, a different texture. And this is about you keeping your unique essence. Okay, don't come with borscht to school if it has a funny smell or if you can't manage it. However, come with your authenticity. Own who you are and what you are, right? How many times, you get a pasta, you buy it at the cafeteria while, the Italian mom just sends it. And this goes for all nations. I'm not picking on anyone. I'm enhancing, on the contrary. Because our parents supposedly knew what was good for us, but they knew it according to them, right? So my question again is, how are you taking care of the next generation? How are you passing that good vibe, good energy, good vibration to go through whatever it is that you need? And this is where today's session is about: what is your authenticity? What is your groove? How do you need to reinvent yourself? Do you need to see who or what is missing in your life? What is it that will make you happy? All right, that's a question for you. What is it that will make you happy? Charmaine, when are you due? And how are you doing? And how was your Easter? And how was your Greek Orthodox, Catholics? I understand it was unity, that it was together, and it was sitting with the Jewish second holiday of the Passover. Everything is connected. We are all one. We are all connected. And this is where the energy is really pumping, because there is no room for separation anymore. The room is now to connect via love. Today is the Holocaust Remembrance Day. Tomorrow it's Anzac Day. We need to remember all those that has fallen for us to be here happily ever after. And when we are not taking advantage of the privilege that you have here, when we are here and not taking advantage of the privilege that we have here, we're actually wasting our time. In Israel, I don't know if you've noticed, people are intense, really intense. And this intensity, to good or bad, it makes things move. See, I watched my words. I could have said something else. But we make beep happen. Why? Because we're intense, we direct, we go for it. There are other cultures that can do the same. Well, actually a lot of cultures, especially in the Mediterranean, well, everywhere. You know what? I take it back. I can only speak about myself. We make things happen. And when I want something to happen, I'll do my absolute best according to a win-win. It has to be a win-win. I do not want to have success on someone else's failure or to break them or to anything, and I do not want to fail to lift. This is what sometimes we do as parents. We give them what we couldn't give to ourselves, or to enable that, but never forget yourself and never forget your needs. Does that make sense? And do you have any questions? So Elena, you wrote here, to break the patterns and to not do what my mom did. Of course, your mom, your dad, they did what their parents did. And their parents did what their parents did. Or even if they thought that they were, innovating or being strong in what they do, this is where we need to actually ask yourself, what do you need? What do you want? I actually have an elixir for that, to break the patterns. You have to remind me. It is called Rebalance. It is rebalancing the blueprint. It can actually clear the umbilical cords, the DNA, and any trauma that is connected to it. We're shifting and moving it. Good evening to Jess, to Hudson, to Netanel Ayuni, and to Sandra. When we are connecting through that energy, we are so strong within our way. Our way is peaceful. Our way is calm. So where is that authenticity for you? Okay? Your authenticity to actually separate yourself from your parents, separate yourself. You have to go sometimes very far. Did you read the book The Alchemist? He had to go all the way to come home. But what is home? What is home? Home is where your heart is. Home is where your energy is connected to what it is. I can feel at home wherever I am. Why? Because I've got me. If you have you, you can just enjoy wherever you are. And this is where I urge you to be. And yes, magnesium oil is very good for you when you're pregnant, Charmaine. Very good. How are you going to connect your energy and be authentic to who you are? Your success will not come at the fall of someone else. That won't be success. That will be partial success. That might be a win, but is it success? Not really. When you are connected through love, when you are connected through empowerment, all your energy is glowing. All your energy is shifting to another level. So are you going to allow yourself to do that? Are you going to allow yourself to vibe high? Now, what do you need in order to vibe high? You need to be balanced in your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, to have nice connection with your family, work, and social. How will you do that? People ask me many times, how do you do everything? How do you do so much? How? And I'm like, I just do it. Why? Because as soon as I'm aligned within myself, it's just another thing to do. Today I was like, I had my pickleball and I had my personal trainer, and I was like, oh, I can just sleep a few more hours. And then I said, well, actually the best thing for jet lag is the sun. So I said, nah, the weather was good. That's the only thing. The weather was great. So I said, let's go. Let's go. And as soon as you say to yourself, let's go, you are encouraging yourself, nachon? You are encouraging yourself to get up and go and move. So this is what I would like from you. Where do you feel that you're stuck? Are you stuck on your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, family, work, social? Now I can tell you, you might see I'm a bit more rounder. I did not stop, I was not dieting when I was in Israel. You know why? Half of the food there, besides of being so yummy, is food for the soul. Now I'm already in ketosis again. Why? Because I made a decision that as soon as I come off the airplane, it's going to happen. And that's my decision. And this is what it is, at least until Uluru, which will be in 2.5 weeks. So, because the buffet there, it's God help us. I will need to be very powerfully not to do that. So, if you're eating and you're enjoying, and it's in moderation, everything was still in moderation. I've been living for too long not to do in moderation, and I'm not really addicted to anything in specific. So that is good. So enjoy. The problem is, as I write in my book, The 28 Lessons Self-Mastery, it's not a problem to have a glass of wine. It's not a problem to have a bowl of chips. But when it becomes an addiction, when it becomes a must, when it becomes that I have to have it, the cigarette, the drug, the sex, the porn, everything that you feel that urge, you're effed. That's it. So how are you going to shift it? By finding the source of it. As I often share here, when my dad passed away almost 2 years ago, in July it will be 2 years, my friend told me, what do you need? I said, I need chocolate, like the Big M, but the Israeli version of the Big M, in a little bag, and I needed a little packet of chips. Original. Why? It wasn't for me. It was for my little girl who lost her daddy, and after she lost her mom 8 years prior. So that was part of that craving, aware craving. I want you to be more aware. I want you to see, what is it that you crave? What is it that you do? What is it that you yearn for? Okay? If you have dated someone and then you go immediately to the next one, it's like a serial dater. You have not stopped and processed. You need to process everything that is happening. You need to process, are you available to be in a relationship? If so, what kind of relationship would you like? How would you like to conduct it? Do you need to friends with benefit? Do you want a companion? Do you want a husband or a wife, or just what is it that you need? Be clear. And then once that you are clear, define, how do you want this relationship to be? Is it a situationship? Is it a relationship? Is it a companionship? Some people are already well established and they actually don't want to start to share everything. They just want to have to go to concert or ballet or a show or a party. They want to have someone to go with. This is where you need to know what it is that you want, need, and desire, and go for it. Okay? As long as everything is not against your will, as long as you are happy, go for it. Does that make sense? And do you have any question? So how do you actually go back into your groove? How are you grooving back, realigning? So I didn't see any answers. Where are you feeling that you are not aligned? I'll just say them and you can write if it's the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. Is it your social? Is it your family? Or is it your work? The lack of work, the overwork, the balance between life and work. What is it that is happening for you, again, that is happening for you in your life that can make you or break you? Give me some answers. Ignite me here. Last week we had no reception. We were going on the driving to the mountain to Eilat. We were heading into the Dead Sea. Where do you feel that you need the balance? Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual? Do you feel that you need it with your social, family, or work? What about it, V? Is it the second round? Is it just was good, but it goes down again? What is it that you feel that will lift your energy? Life is crazy at the moment. Of course, you are 8 months pregnant. There you go, V. So you know what to do. You know what to do. Basically, if you're feeling not aligned with your partner or with your boss or with your friends or with your siblings or with your parents, it's all the same. I'll repeat, it is all the same. Do you know why? It's about you. You have to be so clear about what you want, about what you don't want. And as soon as you do that, they will either align or fall out. Okay? I had to do some few not comfortable conversations when I was in Israel, and I actually fell off my vibration. I fell off my frequency. It was a very specific person, but always have that ability to go in. And I was like, I was so annoyed, but I was more annoyed at myself. True, I was more annoyed at myself for falling from my frequency that was amazing because I got annoyed of an old pattern. So it took me a little, maybe a day or so, which is a long time. I said my 2 famous words, fuck it. And I just said, what do I need? Why will I need someone to push me down? Why will I get someone to play games in my head. That would be an old pattern. And I'm saying, again, fuck it. No way. It's like I'll stand here and I will hit myself. Okay? It's not what happens. It's how do you respond. Exactly. Do you respond or do you react? It's all as well in my book. Do you respond or do you react? And once that you're learning to respond, once that you learn to respond, everything will then change. Because as soon as you jump into reaction, boom. Amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations, B. So how are you going to give yourself? So what do we have here? Socials. What about socials? Hard problem, no more working hard, but at 70 I am trying to do less and enjoy it more. Listen, you have to enjoy life. Then your boundaries are not set. I find whenever I lay boundaries, they are not being respected. Dudes, then you haven't laid them. Call it bluff. You have to stand your ground. And it doesn't have to be a killer. It doesn't have to be drastic. It has to be very, very peaceful. The peaceful warrior. It has to be you stating, well, I'm not going here. I'm not fighting. Actually, my last text was, I'm not fighting and I'm not being dragged for this BS. That was a final message. So are you willing to really stand your ground and not be, remember that, tempted by the urge? Remember what is an urge? It's an addiction. By the urge to fight back. Don't be submissive and say, oh, I don't want to fight. Don't do what you want. No. Fuck that shit. No. Be strong. Be powerful. Be who you are. But stand your ground. I'm not doing it. Remember the song? Meatloaf. I will do anything for love, but I want to. I don't even know what he sings about. Does any of you know? I never know what he sings about. However, but I won't do that. So don't do something that goes against your values and morals. Don't do something that stops you from achieving what you want. If it, of course, it doesn't harm others, but you want to do it, do it. Does that make sense? If you are not aligned, you have to realign. Otherwise, it will really be bent. Have you ever seen a zipper that is not aligned? Have you ever seen, fabrics that are not aligned? Imagine if it will be like this. That won't be straight, would it? You need it like this, you need it like this, you need it like this. So this is where you need to see. Francis, a heart problem? Your heart problem comes, you do work too hard. And it's like, why do we work as well? Do we work for money or do we work to enjoy? I just had a chat now with the beautiful, the queen that does my lashes, and it was like, she's like, you always work. I'm like, well, yes, but I really enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I do because if I can share the information, then I can, that is my mission. My mission is to remind each and every one of you what is your mission. My soul mission to your soul mission, just to wake it up. Does that make sense? I'm not responsible for your aura, for your soul mission. My job is just to remind you. It's like, where's the bottle? Oh, yeah. I had a reaction today and got angry with someone. I would love to stand my ground with no reaction. When someone lied to me, it's hard for me to respond. Who else feels like this? Give me a like or a heart. Who else feels like this? I despise liars. And I can see the lies. And people try to lie and it just comes like this. And I'm like, seriously? When people lie to you, go to the facts, Galit. It's all about the facts. If you can stick to facts, No one can fight with that. No one can fight with that. And as we are holding the energy today of what has happened in the past and the amount of lies that has been spread, the amount of lies that has been spread just to make sure, just to make that energy feels, to make the other person right. When you are connecting through the truth, nothing can stop it. But when they're telling you, yes, but, when people say but, they have just deleted everything that you have just told them. Do you know that? Energetically, the word but cuts it off. So that's where you say yet, however, maybe, but not but. But cuts it. Okay? So this is where I want you to connect through that energy of truth. I know, Amanda, I know. This is where you need to connect to the truth. And when you say, let's agree to disagree. Let's agree to disagree on this one. I actually disagree with you. Stand your ground. When they are putting, Galit, ani po. Can you not see me? Galit, go to Insta maybe. Can you see me on Facebook? And I'm here. Anyway, I'm recording it as well on the third phone for YouTube. So it will go up to YouTube like tomorrow. And you'll be able... Are you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Sharon Tal, the Soul Alchemist. Try to connect to that as well. So when someone is lying to you, and yes, Francis, it's like a stupid question. Why do they even try to lie to empath? Good luck. For me, if someone lies to me, I might not say a word, but it will drop their value in my eyes, and that is done. This is it. If you want me to not be with you in touch, lie to me. And then I lose respect. If I lose respect, shalom, ciao, goodbye. Out of the door, kick in the ass. Or with that, which is the worst. Because I'll be like, and you know who is the queen of cutting cords, right? Want to hear a funny story? Embarrassing funny story? Just to take you out of the funny thing. Funny story. I am in Abu Dhabi. My bag, my little backpack. I had no luggage. Everything was sent. My little backpack was stopped in the screening. And the dude... Oh my God. So the guard looks at me in a very, very serious look. I've done healing on someone and I left it in my bag. And he's like, care to explain? So beside of the 5,000 million things that had happened, hi Nicole, I was like, Crystal, healing, Crystal. He looked at me like, are you crazy? Are you fucking mad? And then he looked at his boss. I'm like, just Crystal. He's like, okay. Do you know what it is to be stopped in Abu Dhabi with a knife, with a dagger, when you say that you don't? Which is Crystal. I'm not doing anything else with it besides of cutting the cords. So why don't we cut some cords? Let's do a little change. Where are you not aligned? Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual? Family, social, true story from yesterday. I had my cousins with me and we were like 6, 7 Israeli families coming home. And it was like, okay, are we going to see her? Is she going to go to jail? No. Thank you, God. I was so grateful. So why don't we just cut some cords? Yes? So, I'm actually being guided to do the self-alignment. So why don't we start to connect to our own chakras? Okay, you remember this. Would you like to do some self-alignment? So let's picture ourselves standing under a waterfall. And as you are standing under the waterfall, you are just allowing all your inner Tetris to connect, to be, to go through a form of alignment. Let's do that. As you're breathing in and out, your body is connecting to its higher levels of joy and happiness. It is connecting through love. It is clearing and shifting all the little energies, connecting you to your base, connecting you to all the levels of your soul, of your body, of your spirit, connecting you and reminding you what is your soul mission. So let us align to our soul mission. Let us connect. And if you're feeling a certain tie holding you, I want you to start to cut it. If you're feeling a little hook, a little tie that makes you angry, that makes you upset, that makes you annoyed, that makes you react instead of respond, that makes you furious or sad. Usually the sad comes after furious. Whether you have hurt and harmed yourself or others, that can happen because it can be perceived differently. So let us align to our soul. Go through the vibe and connect. And as you are doing this, you are allowing your body to align. Even if a fly randomly comes in your life, you just let that fly away. You don't want to keep it. You don't want to stay there. That fly better disappear. All you need to say is, I now choose to be aligned within my soul mission. You can ask to sleep. When you wake up, you will come with the answer or with the direction. How will you know that you're aligned? You will smile a lot. You will connect a lot. You will give yourself permission to be within this energy. Does that make sense? As you are connecting, everything will start to move and shift. And as you are giving yourself that permission, you got it. For those who just joined us, you can either listen to the replay or connect via my YouTube channel, Sharon Tal, the Soul Alchemist. Any questions? Could you feel? I just gave you a teaser before, just because that I need you all to be in so much more quietness and energy. Now, the one most important thing with alignment is the agility. It's your ability to just go with the flow and to shift things very quickly in your life. I'm about to do my weekly reading with my deck of cards from Survive to Thrive. Who would like a card? And let's see who's first, Facebook or Instagram. So who wants a card? Opa, Sandra was first. Let me just burn some. And you know, one of the most amazing things is just to play the music that you love. Here we go. This card literally has been in the whole world. Let's do this. And that's what I've done, by the way. My room spray was one of the best things, and I really recommend each one to get it, because that room spray, I was in 2 hotels, 1 house, another place, Jerusalem, Eilat, the north, everywhere. So this room spray is the bomb, because you can't really go and smoke things as much, you know. All right, we are starting with Insta. Sandra, you were first. Sandra, the card for you is fulfilled. Fulfilled. Say with me, I am now. And you can all say the same. And as you'll notice, some of the cards are connected to a certain chakras and a certain level. So it's connected to survive, revive, and thrive. And they're 2 middle stages, and they are really powerful. So Sandra, I am now willing, ready, and able to live in my fullest expression of myself. It's not about anyone else. It is about yourself. And sometimes, you know, when the young generation says, but it's not all about you. Yes, it is. Because you have to take care of yourself if you want a card. Anya, the card for you is, I am a light worker. And as we're speaking of the young generation, they have arrived. Shalom.
Shalom.
Okay, be quiet. I am a light worker. My body is in its perfect expression. Each of my cells and every strand of DNA are now in ultimate vitality. That was your card, Anya. Yes, you can, Joe. As soon as we get Amanda, for you the card is joy. By the way, Nicole said to send regards to you. I am now willing, ready, and able to have and be the joy in my life. I am now willing, ready, and able to have and to be the joy in my life. The card for Amy is balance. I am now in full balance in every area of my life. I am now in balance. Eliatal, 5 דקות, תודה. In every area of my life. We are responding. Nicole, the card for you is free. Free. I am now free to be in my full potential and self-actualize. I am now free to be in my full potential and self-actualize. Unless you're coming to the live, Elia. Kindness. Kindness does it. Angie, the card for you is abundance. The card for you is abundance. I am now proud of my achievements and am full of gratitude of my wonderful life. Abundance is everywhere. Abundance is everywhere. Gray, and I'll do another word, boob. Gray boob. I love your names. You should all work in the secret agents. Empowerment is your card. I am now willing, ready, and able to empower myself and others. I am now willing, ready, and able to empower myself and others. Just reminds me like at The Simpsons. Delta, is Delta here? No, they are not. All right, Maria. Here we go. Maria, the card for you is self-blame. What's happening here? I am now willing, ready, and able to have love for myself and the others. Did I say it good, Miss Elena, in the Italian? You're welcome. Sue Chang, the card for you is restoring. restoring. I now restore every cell in my body to full vitality. This is like that alignment, Su Cheng, so that's very good. It's a pleasure. Kelly, the card for you is self-love. I am now willing, ready, and able to express my self-love to any given moment. At any given moment. I am now willing, ready, and able to express my self-love at any given moment. That is wonderful. I'm coming with you for a second here. If you want me to, Mohit, would you like a card? You're welcome. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Beautiful. I think I have read everyone here. If there's anyone that needs a card from here, just let me know. Beautiful. So, you're welcome. Francis, the card for you is communication. Communication. I am now willing, ready, and able to express my emotions in a constructive way. I communicate in a higher form of love. I communicate in a higher form of love. Charmaine, the card for you is security. I am now secure on all levels and dimensions. I am now secure on all levels and dimensions. Okay? And Elena, the card for you is furious. Did someone make you annoyed? I now understand that anger hurts me. I now choose to let it go and replace it with love. I now choose to let it go and replace it with love. Joe, the card for you is worthy. The card for you is worthy. I am now worthy of love and all the good in the world. Julianne, are you still here with us? Julianne, the card for you is refresh. Refresh. So, every cell in my body feels refreshed and energized right here, right now. Every cell in my body feels refreshed right here, right now. If Felicia, you want a card, just let me know. Who else is here and wants a card? Joe, I gave you. Rita, would you like a card? A card for me. You're welcome. Card for me is coming into the light. Coming into the light. I am now part of the Universal Light Collective family. I am now part of the Universal Light Collective family. Thank you for that reassurance. Anyone else that I didn't give a card? You've been upset for not doing his homework. Yeah. Rita, the card for you is self-privet, self-acceptance. I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself and others. I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself and others. Anyone else? Anyone else? This is the chance. You're welcome. Beautiful. Okay, good. Anyone else? If not, let me just do a general one. See, remember what I started? See the big picture. See the big picture. I am now, say all together if you can. I am now willing, ready, and able to see the big picture and achieve and enjoy my goals. And achieve and enjoy my goals. And you know, since I was here in Melbourne, 2 more people have joined us to Uluru, so we're going to be a beautiful, strong number of 12 plus myself. So 12 is the 12 tribes, 12 DNA, 12 forms month of energy. Very, very powerful. And myself, 13, which will make it a primary number. So it is very good. So self-acceptance of everything that is happening. I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself and others. If you can't beat them, I won't say join them. I will just say stand up for yourself and who you are and what you are. Okay? So I just want to thank you and wish you so much love and light and so much support. And we are all connected and we shall see you next week. Okay, so any questions, I'm here for you. I don't know if you've checked the Mother's Day special that I'm offering for the whole month, which will be or a photograph of, let's say 2 beings, but it's a mother-daughter, friends, close. 2 people. Then I'm doing a speed healing balance on them. And then we do another photo and see how it is. Each one holds the scanner, and then we check the energy together. Does that make sense? It's going to be so much fun. So if you know someone who would like to, and I can't wait to show you the auras of people before and after the retreat. Magic. Because that's what we're doing as well. Anyway, sending you so much love and light and sending you so much support. And I'm here for you, and I'll see you next week. And feel free to text, to call, to DM me. Bye-bye, everyone.